Aw man, what a touching moment. Mitch could be beating Stephanie in a race right now, but he knows he can't miss Hobie's big night.
It's Hobie's big night to start dinner.
I don't know about this diet of Pepsi, not-so-sloppy Joe sauce, and rice cakes, but hey, I'm not a Buchanan. Mitch is pissed though, because this doesn't include nearly enough meat product for him.
You will pay for this dearly, Hobie 2! No one will ever find your body!
I'm your son, not your wife!
You take that back! You are too my wife! You stay in the closet and think about what you've done!
Remarkably, Hobie whining about doing chores actually works. And now Mitch is going to hire a housekeeper? Look, I know I make jokes about Mitch exploiting his son for cheap labor, but it's not that much to ask a kid to do some laundry and cook every once in a while. Especially stupid kids who regularly almost get themselves killed at video game liquor stores.
I don't want some stranger living here. We won't have any privacy.
Your dad is hiring a housekeeper. Shut the fuck up, you entitled little brat. We're then treated to a hilarious montage of Mitch and Hobie interviewing comically bad housekeepers. Let me just preface this by pointing out that none of these housekeepers actually seem bad, unqualified, or funny, which pretty much misses the mark on every beat they're trying to hit with this montage. This guy's overly proper! Stick it to him, Mitch and Hobie! By the way, you can tick off another one on the list of where did the Baywatching intro clips come from. Haha, look at this lady, she's heavy and Mexican? What? Japanese guy whose resume is on a scroll? A black lady who just makes soul food? Did no one on Baywatch ever meet someone who wasn't white or Gregory Allen Williams? What's with this oddly racist vibe going on? Will no one who conforms to Mitch's white bread standards show up for this position?
You're hired!
Come on, she's making like food from the Netherlands. She's doing the exact same thing as those other guys. Gee, a large group of qualified applicants are marginally unattractive versus the one played by the former Miss Universe. I wonder why Mitch went with the one he did. I also love that the entire montage consisted of what kind of food the applicants made and never went into any of the other job requirements for housekeeping. We know Mitch's priorities.
She's great, isn't she?
Too great.
Look at her clean the kitchen.
Okay, she's scrubbing one dish. It's not that impressive. But apparently impressive enough that Mitch had to use a napkin to hide his boner. Mitch is worried that the new housekeeper's hotness will be too distracting, but Hobie says he shouldn't judge people by their looks, somehow trying to turn this hire the sexy maid thing into a moral lesson?
You can't base employment practices on looks. That's job discrimination.
Baywatch has taught me something valuable today. Meanwhile, CJ and Stephanie are out for a girls-only trip to Catalina Island, but a day's work is never done for a lifeguard, and danger follows them wherever they go. It's totally worth it to see this shot of action, Dad.
A baby? That's worth like double save points. I have no idea where I am right now. Balls, this isn't a baby. Put her back. Come on, CJ, let's go.
This girls-only trip is looking pretty gay, guys. Better confirm their heterosexuality by having CJ hook up with a hot marine biologist. Speaking of no homos, Mitch totally hired this housekeeper because he didn't want to commit workplace discrimination.
Oh no, there's a shirt button shortage. Bummer.
But what's this? Hobie is moving in on his woman.
You're gonna be late for your date?
Looks like we're about to get a Hobie 3. Meanwhile, Stephanie is intensely jealous over CJ's hot new guy friend on the girls-only trip.
You don't need him, CJ. Why don't you try out a real man?
But uh-oh, their hot Coast Guard friend recognizes marine biologist as a no-gooder.
Look, whatever man thing is going on between you two has nothing to do with us, so would you please take it somewhere else?
You hear what I said, CJ? Man thing? Stupid penises, am I right? Pay attention to me!
Hot Coast Guard guy reveals that hot marine biologist is a jewel thief / murderer, only nothing could be pinned on him. Needless to say, CJ is bummed by this turn of events.
All the good men are either taken or murderous jewel thieves. You're too good for him, that's what I say. In fact, you should give up men altogether. I know I have.
I've tried, but you have to follow your heart.
You're right. CJ, I love me.
Well, for once, I wish I could just fall in love without finding some thief and murderer to go out with.
You know, it figures. I mean, here we are on a woman-only weekend, and guess what? All we're talking about is men.
We're terribly written.
Wait, so Mitch was actually going on a date and Hobie wasn't making that up to get with the housekeeper himself? Guy can't keep his wang in check. Also, I totally thought this was the housekeeper until she came down the stairs in her totally professional shirt and panties. All of a sudden it was like a doppelganger clone situation.
It's really hard for me to look at you as a housekeeper. You're so beautiful,
Then I'm not alone. It's hard for me to think of you as my employer.
Yeah, I am pretty hot.
Who the hell wrote this? Was this just an old porn script they had lying around?
Not again! First my best friend in the 3rd grade, and now our housekeeper? Quit stealing my dates, Dad!
I can't help it if you're a loser, Hobie. Now go fix us dinner.
Meanwhile, hot murderous jewel thief blows up a reef to get his stash of stolen jewels out, which traps CJ and Stephanie in an underwater cave. Luckily, they've got an air pocket.
Oh my god, Stephanie, we're gonna die, and I'm still a virgin! Nobody's buying that bullshit, CJ, so man up! In case I die before I get to say it. Stephanie, I platonically love you. CJ, I'll wait 0 seconds before I eat you. What? Huh?
Looks like these two damsels need to be rescued by some men, and hot Coast Guard guy has a hot buddy.
Rescue! Every man for himself!
The jewel thief murderer was caught off screen. How anticlimactic.
Looks like we need to hook up with some hot guys after all.
We're awful. Oh, what the hell is this? You guys aren't even trying anymore. Mitch realizes that he and Hobie need to take care of themselves or some bullshit, so he can't hire on sexy housekeeper.
Well, what if you fell in love and got married?
Woohoo! Jumping the gun, don't you think? Looks like I dodged a bullet there.
I'm gonna miss Elkie.
I won't.
Next time on Baywatch, aliens. Yeah,